Otto has named his squad for the double friendly against Germany and Austria. Any surprises for you?
Well, I don't think there are surprises. I mean, it is normal that a coach who is preparing for a major competition like the World Cup to give opportunity to some new players or some few other players that he has not really tested. So I was not surprised that he's about the list of players he has invited. And if you look at the list carefully, I mean, a bulk of them have been regular with the team through the qualifiers and other competitions. I think that he's only giving opportunity to four new players to also justify their inclusion into the team. Daniel Eje, who I'm told is a forward player and an attacker who plays in Turkey. Maybe because he's trying to vary his,
The attacking
materials,
options.
yeah, and Kudus has not been too well in recent times, so he's trying to make sure that he has other options when the need arises. And then, of course, we have Derek Lucasin, who is a centre back who plays in Cyprus. From what I see, I think that he's trying to also make room for the absence, the very possible absence of Salisu Mohammed. And so this player seems to be a high profile player with a lot of a rich CV behind him, having played for Hertha Berlin, PSV, and also some teams in Israel. And then from the search that I made, I think he won the 2024-2025 Cyprus League.
Yeah.
And so he seems to be a good material, at least on paper. And then again, we have another right back, Senaya, I think David Senaya, who is also not just on the list of Ghana, but Togo is also looking for him.
No, he has been invited. The current
Togo
Togolese
team, but he has
team.
decided to play for Ghana.
Okay.
So I think that he also has roots in both Togo and Ghana, so he decided to join them. So to play for Ghana. I mean, if he plays, of course, if you look at his position, right back, you know that Tariq Lamptey has not been that well again. Seydou, Alidu is also not doing that well in recent times. So I'm sure he's trying to make a way or prepare a space for any eventuality. And then Patrick Pfeiffer, he is also in the German Division 2 League or Bundesliga 2, also a defender. Of course, he's trying to still look for options for Salisu Mohammed, who has been a big blow to the team. So I think that any coach will do what Otto has done. If you look at the list of players, we still have Semenyo, we still have Inaki, we have Thomas Partey in the team, we have Jordan, we have Ishaku. And so these are very regular players who have been playing for the World Cup qualifiers since it started. And I have been doubt in my mind that a bulk of these regular players will be making it to the World Cup. What I'm also thinking about is I'm sure out of these four new players, few of them will also be part of the team to the World Cup.
But do you think we still have room for more players to be included in the national team? Somebody may mention Caleb Hobson and several of them. Do you think we still have room to accommodate more players into the national team before we go to the 2026 World Cup?
Well, it's not about room. In football, football, as we all know, is a game of uncertainty. You can get injured today. You can even get injured a day before the World Cup. And so that is why he's not shutting up the door to, any player. For Coach Addo, he's open to any player who is doing well and wants to be part of the team, or any player who is doing well and he thinks can be part of the team. For football, you can have injury today and you'll be out of the World Cup squad. There are several players who were even part of the final squad. I think one Brazilian player, Juninho, they were training in France, and then he decided, just after training, he decided to joke around a bit, so he became a goalkeeper. They shot the ball, he dived, he saved the ball, and then he got injured in the shoulder. So for football, well, we cannot say never, because there will always be an opportunity for any player or any other player to join the team.
You spoke of shutting the door on other players. If you walk in town, people are confused and people are not happy that we didn't include, because a lot of people were expecting that the day Ayew was going to be included in the squad or in these two friendly games that we are about to play. Now he's out of the team. We didn't give him the opportunity. Were you surprised the day Ayew was not included?
No, I'm not surprised, and I can never be surprised because one, Dede has not been playing for a very long time until recently. Two, Dede has not been part of Coach Addo's plan for a very long time.
Okay.
He has played a lot of matches, both friendlies and competitive matches, without inviting Dede. And so I'm not surprised that he was not invited into the team to justify his inclusion. Again, I don't know what is in his mind, but it looks like Dede, since the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire, has not been part of the Black Stars team, has not been regular, and Coach Addo has not really featured Dede in his plans. He may be thinking that, well, it's time to give new players the opportunity to also exhibit their talent, to exhibit their potential. And again, we all know that it's not that Dede is in that kind of form that um, made him the hero or the icon of the team.
Okay.
Dede is no longer in that kind of form. Dede age is no longer on his side. He's not been that active in the past years until recently. And so any coach would also like to focus on other players, but for the day. But the reason why a lot of people are calling for his inclusion is, of course, he
His
has,
recent form.
well, even before that, there are arguments that there are players who were not even having teams. There are a lot of examples like that, who were taken to the World Cup and they excelled. Roger Miller is a typical example. I think there was one Guinean player, forgotten the name, who was also not attached, but so they think that he has a lot of experience on his side. Well, judging from what he has done for the team in the last few years when he was very active, they think that he can be of good use to the team. And again, the people of the opinion that the current Black Stars players may be good. There are quality materials in there, but they don't have enough experience. So people want the data. It's not everybody. I mean, fans are divided as to whether to include him or not. But at the end of the day, every decision with regards to whether player A or player B plays in the team depends on head coach Otto Addo. And coaches look at a lot of factors before they invite a player into their team. If you want Otto Addo to invite a day into the team, what are the possible reasons for this call? Well, he may be looking at, well, how is he going to contribute to the team? What will be his contribution to the team? His fitness level. I mean, Dede is a huge figure. I mean, former Black Stars captain who has been at
Is he
the
a former Black Stars captain or is he the captain
well,
of the Black Stars?
okay, he's a captain of the Black Stars because there has not been any formal announcement that
Yes.
he's no longer the captain. But you know how captains have left the national team, the Black Stars, over the years. Unofficially, they take you out of the team, and that will be your end.
So you think
I don't
it's
see
also going to
him.
happen with the same thing is going to repeat
I
itself.
don't see him coming back to the team.
Wow.
I don't see him coming back to the team because the friendly matches against Austria and Germany are high profile matches. These are giants in European football, and if the coach has not invited you, then it's very difficult for him to invite you for other matches. And again, um, the after this, there are a few other friendly matches.
I think there are two more.
Yeah, which are also high against Wales and I think against which other team. There are other high profile matches. Maybe he may try to invite him to the team, but from where I see it, from the look of things, I doubt if coach would like to invite the day into the team.
Now you made mention of the fact that Otoado player selection into the Black Stars merely depends on the head coach Otoado. From where you sit, you think you see the handwriting of Otto on this particular team. All these players that have been called for these two friendly, do you see his handwriting on this
Well,
team?
you see, I'll say yes because all over the world, or most part of the world, coaches go through whatever Otto is going through. They will not impose a player on you, but they will suggest a player to you. And you will have to look at the player and say, okay, I've seen the player, I've seen him play, I've seen his videos. I think he is good for me. So there are occasions where you may select a 20-man squad for a competition. Out of the 20-man squad, there may be one or two or three players that
It was suggested by people.
Maybe management members, maybe FA presidents, maybe sports journalists. We even recommend players to coaches. So maybe sports journalists. Okay, with all the noise, let me go and look at this player. Let me go and look at Daniel Ej. Let me go and look at Darius Lucasen. If he sees the player, he looks at him playing football, a competitive game, gives him the opportunity, one, two, come. Because coaches, they don't just watch your play on the field. They also look at your demeanor during camping, when you are in camp, when you are with your colleagues, how you behave, how you react, and all those things. So, um, whatever may be the situation, whether few players were suggested to him or not, he took the final decision. So I can see his handwriting in the team.
Are we not being double standards? Looking at a lot of Ghanaians have called that we should include the DIU in the national team, but yet the coach is trying to insist, or is trying to tell us that he's not sending the guy to the World Cup. Are we not being double standards? Because a lot of Ghanaians are calling that we should send him to the World Cup.
Yes, a lot of Ghanaians are calling for his inclusion. Same way, a lot of Ghanaians think that he has no age on his side again.
But yet we are talking about experience.
Hold on, and that he will not be that beneficial to the team.
Okay.
So it's not like 98% of Ghanaians want the coach to invite the day and the coach is not inviting. That's number one. Number two, the man we are talking about is no longer in his prime. He has declined significantly from where he was to where he is now. I mean, he's not been playing for many months and even a year before he started playing for the Neckbreder team in Netherlands. And so it's not about the player being in the best of form or the best of shape and the coach is refusing to invite him. The player we are talking about has, gone past his prime. He's no longer the Dede we know. He's a Dede who is on the decline, even though he still has some experience on his side. But of course, he's not the Dede we all knew years back. So it's not about double standard.
Okay.
It's just about the fact that the coach is thinking otherwise. And look, compare the ages of the players he has given the opportunity to and Dede. You know that these are relatively younger players who have a brighter future with their team as compared to Dede.
Okay. So now, again, the last time I spoke to you, we're talking about local inclusion in the Black Stars.
Yeah.
Now, yet again, there's a double friendly.
Yeah.
Apart from Benjamin Asari, who is a local player, there's no local player in this team again. Is it to say that it is a done deal that we are not sending any local player to the World Cup apart from Benjamin Asari?
Well, as I told you from the beginning, football is always a game of uncertainty. Even the results, nobody knows what will come out of the result. And so I cannot say here on authority or with certainty that there will not be any other local player apart from Benjamin Asari. I can only say that there may be opportunities for other players, including local players, provided they perform or they do better than those in camp. Why not, Coach Otto? He once handed calls to Razak Simpson of Nations FC. There's this man at Mediema, the left back, was given a place in the national team. And so it's not about it's not all over for the local boys. They will still get opportunity once we get along, once we prepare and we train. And maybe there may be injuries, maybe there may be anything else. Look, like Kinsey means the World Cup to Germany because of yellow card or red card or so in our match against Senegal in I think Egypt, right? Yeah. So it's not a closed door, but it's still open until the final list is submitted. Even with that, FIFA also gives you some few more days to make changes in case something happens before the competition starts. So we can always hope for the best for the local boys. But for Benjamin Asari, we all know he has sealed his position in the team. He's played so well, he's performed so well, and he's been consistent. There have been occasions where people go to the national team, then when they come back to the local league, then they dip form.
They are off.
They don't perform again. We don't know why. We must research into that. What really causes that? But Benjamin, from the local national team to Hearts of Oak, has been consistent. Not just keeping a clean sheet, but making good saves, keeping his performance very high.
There were calls, and of course we saw in the media. We even reported that Solomon Agbesi was also going to earn a call up into the Black Stars. Now, yet again, his name has been omitted. He is not part of the team. House of Folk fans thought they were going to have two goalkeepers representing them at the World Cup or probably in the Black Stars. Solomon Agbesi is not part again. Do you think, again, once again, is it off for him, or you should just concentrate on House of Folk and forget about the national team?
Well, Solomon is a very good goalkeeper. He has all the qualities that is needed for a national team goalkeeper. He's been once at the top playing at CAF Confederations Cup competition. I mean, he won an award as one of the best goalkeepers in the competition. So Solomon, of course, has the prospect in becoming Black Stars goalkeeper. What happened was there were speculations where people were speculating whether he'll be called into the team or not. So it was not an official statement from the FA. There were speculations. I mean, as media guys, we do all manner of speculative reporting. So, but again, I'm looking at a situation where the House of Folk factor is playing a role here. If you are taking Solomon and you are taking Benjamin Sari away, who keeps the post for them in the league? They are not doing so well in the league.
Okay.
And so there may be negotiations behind the door and say, look, you cannot take all our two best goalkeepers away. The last time when you took Benjamin Asari away, it was Solomon who kept the post and did a yeoman's job. We cannot allow you to take all the two away. So you take one, we'll keep one. Maybe when the league is over and there's another friendly match and Solomon is playing as he's doing, then of course he also has the chance of justifying his inclusion into the national team.